tell somebody you should have lessons. And so we never had. So then he said one day, he said, let's go down to Locks and take a walk down there. So I said, okay. So we went down there, and the fuchsias looked so bad in that booth. I mean, in the thing there was a big tree in the center, and had just a few things that Carl English had put in. So, because I knew Carl English from the hardware store, because he used to come in to the hardware store, and we used to talk fuchsias all the time. And that's how I got to know Carl English. And so then his wife wrote for England. She wrote the horticulture's letter from a magazine from England. But he was the one. But we used to chat. Oh my God, maybe an hour. We would sit there and talk plants. So one day George says, well, let's go down. So we went down there, and fuchsias looked terrible. So we went where we weren't supposed to go, because they had that thing there that says stay out. But we were stupid. And so we went underneath the thing and went into the greenhouse. And there was Brian and Alan were in there. And so we said, well, could our club bring you some good fuchsias down here and put them in? I said, these look sick. I mean, they were never cared for, or no shaped or anything. He says, well, I don't know. So then he said, well, come down and let Mike talk to you. So we went down and we talked with Mike. And Mike says, well, I have to get permission from Don. And so after getting permission from Don, then she said, well, if you can put some in, but you can only be here for 2 hours a week. And so, but we had all these new, and in gallon containers we had them, and they were pretty good sized plants. They weren't little tiny things. And so we were down there every week from doing that. And
is this just you and your husband, or is this members of the club?
Just doing well, that was me doing my husband and I did first. And then, so then Don said, well, so then they had put the roses in that weekend when we put our fuchsias in, and it was real hot. So I said to Don, I says, can we water the roses? Because the Rose Society said no, they weren't going to take care of them. The Rose Society wouldn't take care of them. So I said, well, when we're down here, can we water the fuchsias and the roses? And she says, oh yeah, you can do that, but you can't be here on Saturday and Sunday. Well, okay. So then we went down there, and then I was talking to our members, and they said, well, they put the plants in, and I says, now we have to take care of them. And I knew what they thought. Well, if you dummies come down here, what you're going to do is put them in here, and then we're going to have to take care of them. You're going to be out of here. But every week, you got more and more of our members going down there to. I've got pictures someplace here of the. I think they're in here. Oh, here's some now. And we had. I think I got pictures in here of our club. But anyhow, we went. So we went down there every week and got our got them. Let's see if it's in here. But there was Joan and Will and let's see who got the pictures. What did I do with them? Well, this is one that hasn't been registered yet.
Oh.
It's going to be Crystal Anna, but I haven't registered that one yet.
Uh-huh.
And what did I do with those pictures? I thought they were in here. Maybe they're not in that one. Huh, I'm sure they had them in here. But it was, so we had about, oh, let's see how many people came down. Gosh, I can't remember all the people that were there. I think how many. There was, oh, here's a picture of the Dolly Roach.
Uh-huh.
And here's a picture of the Will Gibbs.
Self-titled. Oh, I met Will, yeah.
That we registered. That those are registered. And this one here is going to be Crystal Anna. Here's when I was working down at the locks.
So to get these registered, they have to be distinctly different from any other previously registered.
Yes. Here's the whole group.
Oh yeah.
Of and you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of us were down there working in the booths.
Right. Do you remember about when that year was? That
it must have been in 67 probably.
67.
Or 67, 68, because the fuchsias are pretty good size plants here. But it must have been about 67 that we had the members went down there. And so then they saw that we were taking care of them. And so I said to her, Dawn, I said, well, you know, we're going to have to keep watering these plants because they were all gallon and it was so hot. I said, one time a week isn't going to be enough for us. So she said, well, okay, only for 2 hours. So then we said, okay, so we were there, the club members all were there for 2 hours watering and pinching and shaping the plants. And we worked out weeding the big beds and all that kind of stuff. So after we were working there till fall, and when we had to take the plants in that were like trees, we had to bring them into the greenhouse. And so then the next year we were out there again, and so she said, "Oh, you can come anytime now."
So you earned your way in. Then
yeah, we worked our way in.
You passed your apprenticeship.
Yeah. And so then one year the locks gave us had us all in that there. We should go into the, I don't know what the is, we all had, and they went out and they got not sandwiches, these here submarine sandwiches or something, and we all got that. And now I understand that they took them. Did they take them out on a boat or something? Not very long ago, some of the members that I wasn't invited because I don't do the locks anymore, and but then we took them out, and then we got I got a plaque about that big someplace where the locks gave us for working down there. And then on my 40th year, they gave me, well, they gave me a plaque too, but then they gave me this thing here for
40-year award.
40-year award,
yes.
Yeah. Well, you can take video with your cards. That was from a funeral. Yeah. That was real
This is from the Northwest Fuchsia Society.
Northwest Fuchsia Society, yeah. They gave me that for, and then they gave me a plaque too from the society. But I know where that one is from the locks.
Dolly had left the room to find a photograph here, I think. Sitting in her sitting room here, and there's quite a number of paintings most of them done by her husband.